Have you ever wondered the true origins of the mischief, the magic, the masks, the pageantry of trick-or-treating? Why do we do it, and where does it come from? Tonight, we will follow the shadowy trail from sacred ritual into pillowcases full of sugary candy. Trick-or-treating, we think of it as innocent and for the kids. But buried beneath the sweetness is a much older story of death, of disguise, of ritual mischief. Let's unwrap the true origins of Halloween's favorite tradition. Before candy, before costumes, there were the mummers and the Guisers, costume performers who went house to house during Samhain in Ireland and Scotland. They recited poems and sang songs and offered blessings in exchange for food or ale. It was a mix of theater, magic, and hospitality. Sometimes it was about honoring the dead, and sometimes it was about earning your supper through performance. You didn't just dress up, you became something else, a ghost, a fairy, an animal. And in doing so, you protected yourself from the spirits that would wander at night. In medieval England, a tradition called souling emerged. On All Souls' Day, the poor would go door to door, offering prayers for the dead in exchange for food, often small cakes known as soul cakes. Children would sing, a soul cake, have mercy on all Christian souls for a soul cake. It was both spiritual and a survival practice. Pray for my dead and feed me for it. This is the ancestor of trick-or-treating, a sacred bargain. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, Halloween took a wild turn. The Night of Mischief was born. Youth would roam the streets playing tricks, moving gates, smashing vegetables, lighting small fires. It was chaotic and often dangerous. To control the mayhem, communities started organizing Halloween parties and encouraged children to dress up and go door to door in exchange for candy. It turned mischief into ritual. Trick or treat. Give us candy or we will cause chaos. By the 1950s, trick-or-treating was fully Americanized. Costumes were mass-produced. Candy companies leaned in. Trick-or-treating became mainstream, a post-war celebration of neighborhood, childhood, and sugar. But the roots? Still echoing with ritual, with offerings, with the blur between the living and the dead. We don't leave food for ghosts anymore. We give it to the tiny children in costumes. Today, trick-or-treating might look commercialized, but it is built on an ancient ritual, a reverence and respect for the dead. Masks are worn to transform yourself into something else. People are still going door to door asking for offerings. Jack-o'-lanterns are being carved to ward off spirits. The rituals are still being done. However, the intention may be slightly different. So, whether you are dressed as a princess or a skeleton, the act of walking into the dark and being welcomed by candy and candles, this is magic. So the next time you open your door to a chorus of costumed chaos, remember, you are not just handing out candy. You are participating in a 1,000-year-old dance of the dead, the masked and the mischievous. From soul cakes to Snickers, the spirit hasn't left. It has just adapted. Follow my full-length episodes for deeper dives into the esoteric.